Happy Wednesday. I hope wherever you are that you and your loved ones are safe and well, that you're having a good week and a good day. It looks like it's about 8 o'clock outside, but it's not. It's only 6 something. But it's been dark for like 2 hours. But I have 2 important pieces of news. The first of which is that there are no more scones in the house that are mine. I know, it's devastating. The second is that my procedure got canceled. Why did the scones take top billing? You have not tried these scones. I'm just saying. We spent last week, it was amaze-tastical. We just spent it together, and my gal and I, we cooked. We made stuffing for Thursday because we make my mom's homemade stuffing, and it was just so much fun and so delicious. And then Friday, we spent most of the day baking because we really wanted the scones and I wanted her to have some to take with her. And there are 2 types of these scones. Chocolate chip, which I don't eat, and craisin. What is a craisin? It's a dried cranberry. Now, on paper, it's like, why would you eat that? Because it's baked into a delicious scone. This is my sister's recipe. I don't know if she invented it or where she got it, but one of my sisters made us these scones a million years ago, and we were all like, whoa, what is this magicalness? Everybody got the recipe, and initially I was like, are these really that, because she's like, they're super easy, and I'm like, are they really that easy? But they are. I am not a gourmet chef. I'm not a chef. I'm not innovative. I'm not adventurous. I don't eat fancy things. I don't make fancy things. I don't like to handle raw meat. I should have included that in my weird things about me video. I don't like, and good thing my daughter's a vegetarian because that enables me to not have meat in the house because it's like, I'm not about it. A big complicated recipe with fancy ingredients, that is not gonna happen ever in the history of ever. But these scones, super simple. I ate 1 on Friday just to taste test and make sure they came out okay. I mean, it was the ethical thing to do. And everybody else likes chocolate chip. I don't. And they said the chocolate chip came out great. So I ate 1 on, I had 8 in total, initially. I ate 1 on Friday, 4 on Saturday, and then 3 on Sunday. And then Monday rolled around and I'm like, you know, the heavy cream, also part of the ingredients, it's going to expire soon. I better use it. Now, this was while I was out at the store, and I'm thinking, what I needed was to get extra sugar and stuff. So I go and I get it, and I come home and I read the expiration date on the heavy cream. It's January. Did I stop from making them? No, I did not. But I made 4 giant ones. Or 5 giant ones. Oh, man. And I ate them all since Monday. I'm not proud of that, but they're so good. Anyway, there are 0 scones left, and I have to keep pretending that I need my daughter's help to make them. They're complicated. It's a difficult recipe. I don't have what I need, because if I start to focus on the fact that I have everything out in the kitchen, I'm going to be making them every day. And that isn't, I'm turning into a scone. I don't need to make scones. So no more scones for Becky. Back to that other important bit of news. I got a call just about an hour and a half ago from the office, and they said that my insurance put a stop to it. They denied it for now, but it's going to be appealed. But I kind of want to not appeal it at the moment. I don't like getting lumbar epidurals. When my first RSD, serious RSD doctor started doing these shots, I didn't know much about it. I had had an epidural that went awry when I had a C-section, and I ended up with a spinal headache, yada yada, blood patch. It wasn't pleasant. So I was leery of this, but again, desperate for relief. So scared plus desperate plus in pain equals you're going to do what they tell you to do, for the most part. So when I used to get these done, I know I've told this story more than once. My doctor at the time was not the most patient of people, and so I am a sensitive person. I react to pain. Sorry, everybody. And so when he was like jabbing this probe into my lumbar epidural, Ooh, sorry for that visual. I reacted. I cried. I got upset. I was like, stop. I was like, wait. And he had no patience for that. Then I found out from a patient that you could be knocked out for these procedures. Now, was that over the top? Absolutely. Was it what I needed at the time? Yes. So he would lightly put me to sleep, wake me up a little while later, and it would be done. He didn't like to do it. He was ticked off that that person told me about that. But I was like, you kept things back from me. So that's what I ended up doing. And my current doctor, who I adore and trust implicitly, he's extremely kind. He convinced me to give him a shot without having to be knocked out. Plus, at the time, in the office, they didn't have like these sterile procedure rooms with the like radiology hookups and everything. They didn't have any of that. So you had to have it done in the hospital in an actual OR. So like we would be in the basement in the OR, or not in the basement, it was like 7th or 8th floor. But like we were in this giant OR suite having this stupid minutes long procedure. And it was a big production, made bigger by the fact that I needed to be knocked out for it. Dramatic? Yes. Hi, this is me. You know me. Drama. Hello. But I trust my doctor. And this suite of offices has the sterile OR, like not OR, but procedure rooms, the radiology hookup so they can see what they're doing. It's got all that in place. And so you don't have to go to the hospital to have this done. So he convinced me to give him a shot and let him do a shot without anesthesia and all that. And I did it. And was it the greatest thing ever? No. Was it the worst thing ever? No. So I trust him. And so when he suggested this lumbar epidural, I was sort of like, no, I don't want to. But he thought it was a good way to try to control everything in my back. And so I believe him and I trust him. But now that it's been put on hold, I'm sort of like back on the fence about it. I've had these done many times, and I don't like them. And I would rather not do it if I could avoid it. And I don't really want them to go through the whole rigmarole of trying to get my insurance to agree to it if I don't know how I feel about it. So I called them back, but the office was already closed. So I don't know why I'm gesturing out there as if I called them back. But I think I have to put a stop to it for the moment. And I'm going to talk to him about it when I see him in late December. What else? I realized, or remembered, I was thinking about my fall. The bruises, day 10, they're not very pretty. They kind of look disgusting, but whatever, it's healing, it's fine. I think I made a mistake when I said my kneecap was shoved back in place, because it wasn't. But I'm all right. You know what I mean? My hand is fine. My elbow is sore still. And I can't like lean on my elbow because it tells me right away, stop it, you idiot. And my knee, I'm healing. I'm fine. It's fine. But emotionally, I realized when something dramatic, traumatic, combination of both happens within your, whether it's your workspace with work people or your family or your friends and they're witnesses to it or they know about it, everybody sort of realigns with one another, with the person that it happened to, and everybody's got to meet each other again where they are and come back from that traumatic event. And I know that like right after it happened, my family, they were very cautious with me and, be careful where you step and, watch out for that. And I appreciated that because in it, I did not trust my own feet. I didn't trust my own feet. I'm just now starting to trust my own feet. I went for a really long walk yesterday. I don't know how many miles it was, but when I first left the apartment, I was like walking by the park and I was so nervous and I thought, you have to stop that. You have to stop it because I can't be mistrustful of my own steps. That's ridiculous because I'll never go out alone. And I'm not having that. I'm not sitting in the apartment every day waiting for somebody to walk with me. That's crazy bananas. my family, witnesses to all of this, they're coming down from that traumatic of making sure that I am safe. And I put them through so much, and making sure that I'm okay. And my husband pointed something out to me over the weekend that I did not realize I did. And then I caught myself yesterday on the sidewalks in the city, and every city. You know that space where the sidewalk, there's the cutout for the tree. My husband said that I walk on the very edge of that concrete dirt divide, and he kept thinking I was going to fall into it or trip into it. And I was like, I do that? I did not realize I do it. And I don't usually do it when I'm by myself. And then yesterday I was walking, and I get out of people's way or whatever, but then I looked down and there was nobody around me. And where was I? At the edge of the concrete dirt barrier. I couldn't believe it. I was thinking, I guess I do this more than I thought I did. I don't know. But when something like that happens, we all reconfigure ourselves to take care of each other or the person that it happened to. And eventually things settle down. But in the aftermath of something like that, everybody's trying to be careful. And they can't help it. I can't help it. But I found myself saying yesterday, or today, or yesterday when I left for that big walk, like, you got to get a grip on yourself, because these dramatics are going to happen. They've happened 100 million times. I'm not the steadiest person in the world on my feet, but I can't be afraid to walk. I can't be afraid to go out. And I don't want them to be afraid either, but everybody's got to process things in their own time, and I don't blame them. I appreciate it. But I realized this happens every time, whether something happens at work and everybody reacts, or you're on the subway. I mean, I've been witness to and participant in many events on the subway that involve like someone needing help or whatever, or you see a cute dog and suddenly every cranky New Yorker or quiet New Yorker suddenly be like smiling at each other like we're all in on this big secret. Or if somebody needs help, we all jump in to help. Well, not we all. I do. Somebody passes out or they don't feel well or whatever. Suddenly everybody's engagement is different because we all are in on something. And when we get home, we take that with us, that we witnessed something, we were part of something, and you come down from that. And then I know it happens with every traumatic that happens in all of our lives. We all do this. We all go through this. When someone dies, someone gets sick, we all deal with that moment and then come down from that moment. And it's an unavoidable, and you don't think about it, but it's an unavoidable price that we all pay through these moments. And I've put my family through more dramatics than I can possibly count. But last Sunday, or not 2 Sundays ago, was bad. It was bad. But I know myself that for my part of the traumatic, I have to put the brakes on worrying about myself a little bit, because otherwise I would never leave this chair, and I can't do that. So I have to buck up and say to myself, you got to get out, you got to do, you got to be, because otherwise you're going to exist in these 4 walls. And I can't do that. And so when I left the apartment, my left leg was bothering me yesterday. It felt a little draggy, for not the whole day, part of the day. And I thought, just suck it up. You got to go. You got to walk. You got to do. You got to exercise, because I can't just sit here. And so I know that I exist in the immediate aftermath of these dramatics. And then I kind of wean myself down from the fear of it, you know what I mean? And I was surrounded by a lot of people last week with my family. And so I didn't walk on my own. You know, we walked together, we were out together, we worked together. But now that everybody's gone back to work and school and everything, and I'm doing stuff on my own because I'm home by myself, it's like, I can't not do it. You know what I mean? That's my point. I'm going on way too long, but whatever your dramatics are, we all have them. Give yourself the grace and space to feel those moments and be patient with the people around you, and be patient with yourself, because everybody's reimagining, reconfiguring, everything, being with the person that it happens to after those moments and trying to keep you safe. And I love my family for that. I'm very lucky. But I kind of had to kick my own ass yesterday and get out of my own head and just be like, you can walk. You literally physically can walk. So go do it. And I did. And I'm glad I did. And it was a great day. I was proud of myself, you know, and I got to do that. I'm sorry, this is the second really long vlog I did in a while. But anyway, I hope wherever you are, that you have a low pain, no pain, low aggravation, no dramatics, kind of a day, kind of a week, and kind of a weekend to come, because that's what we hope for, that's what we deserve, and that is what I wish for each and every one of you. Thank you for being with me for this giant saga of nonsense. I'll keep you posted on whether or not they get this thing sorted out, or if I want them to get it sorted out. Right now, I don't. I will see you on Friday via the blog. Next week for everything. Have a good night. Take care. Bye.